We're running on an NT4 system today, and we know it works. People come in, they do their jobs, and the system hums along quite nicely. And now we're going to introduce a new variable, Windows 2000, and we don't know if we've covered absolutely every little nuance that NT4 have. Are we completely bug compatible with NT4? And when people come in on Monday morning and they log into Redmond, the biggest master user domain we have, we're going to find out if everything works or if there are some small things that we missed in our tests. Microsoft has a huge corporate IT infrastructure, and it's a great place to deploy the product, see how it works, shake out the problems, and understand that a multi-billion-dollar corporation like Microsoft can actually run on the product before we give it to anyone else who's actually going to pay for it.
This weekend we're here to do our first introduction to Windows 2000 in the production environment for Microsoft. We're going to upgrade the domain controllers to Windows 2000. First we need to freeze all the changes to the current environment, pull those domain controllers offline, we upgrade them to Windows 2000, introduce them back into the corporate infrastructure, and then do validation and verification testing to make sure that the integrity of all the services is still there.
Okay, send out the notification. Call the war room. Now we need to radio, well, we need to go find the machines, and as we take them down, radio that we're taking them offline. 36 East 16. Okay, there's our victim. Verify that you can ping.
I think DC12.
Ping 01 to Corp DC 01.
Okay. You can already verify for the CJ?
Yeah, DC 03 is down. We didn't verify sync.
I verified sync.
Good.
So behind me here is the war room, and this is where we basically track the progress of the entire weekend. We have a very detailed plan that we actually have all of our technical leads and engineers using all weekend. It is posted on the wall. We literally check off every step as we go.
We've come up with a 147-line script at the moment that tells us step by step what we need to do at each step of the way to get each of the machines upgraded.
I'm going to call downstairs.
We have a conference bridge established where we do a roll call and find out where the testing and where the upgrade stands. And then we have predetermined milestones that we have everybody get back online to make sure that we've reached all of our targets. It's been a very painful experience at times because it's forced us in a good way to re-examine the way we do a lot of our business practices as an organization, the way we administer accounts, etc. But it's been real rewarding.
We're ready to rock. Right now we are moving all of the servers onto a private network. They had been attached to the corporate network to get synced and get in shape. We're going to do most of our initial upgrade on a private network so that if things go wrong, we've got an isolated area to observe.
We have simulated user testing, end user testing, help desk testing, application testing going on all over the globe, probably most of Sunday, to make sure that Monday morning goes pretty well. There's people in Europe that wake up before the rest of the world does on Monday here, and we need to make sure that they don't have any surprises as well, because all the other trust domains in the world have to work.
Microsoft's future depends on Windows 2000 because our infrastructure will be running it. Our day-to-day business operations will be running on it when we ship. So if it doesn't work, Microsoft goes down with it.
It's real life on Monday.
Okay, what we're doing now is probably going to be one of the biggest milestones of the evening, where we take the NT4 PDC and actually convert it to Windows 2000. So the thousands of users in this database are now going to be upgraded to Windows 2000.
We get a countdown. 3, 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah.
Fire in the hole.
We happen to have the DC Promo developer here with us tonight, and when he heard that they were going to do that, he said, I want to go over there and watch my baby run.
That's 2 years of work. That was the job I was hired at Microsoft to do 2 years ago, and it's nice to see it going live. That's a good feeling.
Lost count of the cups of coffee, the espressos, the jolts, the cokes, you know, everything to pretty much keep you going.
So far, everything has been perfect. We've done this 3 times already in the past week, so we're getting pretty good at it.
Hey, I'm going to get a dongle. We have an issue that's developed? Yes, that's correct.
Is there a tap on here? Sure.
We believe that IAS is going to fail for Redmond users. We could have a lot of help desk calls.
Okay, so after he changed the password, it worked.
We need to know why the passwords weren't correctly upgraded.
You got NT4 DCs with the stuff from user params, NT5 with supplemental credentials.
Unless we're going to rewind all the way, we cannot go back. Do you know approximately how many people will be doing IAS? Any idea?
Stuart, Tom's finished the analysis, and we have about 100 unique users on a typical weekend.
Okay.
using the service.
And the second thing is that we took the last NT4 DC off the private net, and we were able to successfully dial in via RAS and authenticate on the Win 2000 DCs on the private net.
Okay.
This is a small population of remote access users that use a certain technology that may or may not call on the weekend. So this is not a showstopper by any means. This is sort of a, at worst, an inconvenience and a couple of calls at a help desk, which we front with an IVR message to tell users, hey, before you try this again, just reset your password. That's all it have to be.
Okay, that's fine. What's our status here for pushing everything over at 1 o'clock?
Now we're testing direct dial RAS, and so far all the tests have been good. They're just running through some other scenarios now. We're probably looking at 1:30, but it's really up to when the tests are completed.
So we've got the machines back into their correct configuration. They're turned off. Someone will go around and move the cables over onto the corporate network. We'll turn the machines on, and we'll be live.
Okay, let's recable.
Go backwards. Start with Corp DC01.
All right, take it from the top. Corp DC01. Do the honors.
Powered off.
Powered off.
When Doug presses that power button, we're live, and that's the cut over.
We've got a guy who's going off right now to verify that he can log in from his desk. We're logged in.
Someone somewhere, maybe an insomniac or someone who's, where the sun never sets on the Microsoft empire, will log into Microsoft, randomly pick one of these machines. They'll be the first customer of Windows 2000. Hey. Good job, buddy.
Thanks, man.
What we're running now is mixed mode, and that is where we have NT4 domain controllers and Windows 2000 domain controllers. That means that there's a way back right now. We have a way to restore the infrastructure from our NT4 infrastructure. Next big step is Windows 2000 native mode, and that is where we have no way back, and it's jumping in with both feet.
So now the technology is deployed. Now it comes down to how we're going to use it. And basically that consists of how we're going to fit this thing called Active Directory around our business model.
It's starting to come together like a big puzzle.
After this is all over, what Nathan's going to do is going to go home and sleep for a very, very, very long time.